So I was trying to figure out how I was gonna say this, and then I said, "Cartier, do like you always do. Speak how you feel and come from her." So that's what I'm gonna do on this video. I've grown so tired, okay, tired of this Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. I mean, it's just too much going on. I mean, it's like Britney Spears' motherfucking circus. Just that there's no ringleader, okay? There's motherfucking tigers, lions, and bears all up through the audience, okay? Killing the little crowd, okay? Killing me softly with his claws. I mean, it just don't make no kind of sense. And what I'm annoyed with, okay, I'm annoyed at some of the responses that this particular story has garnered. I mean, think about it. A lot of people, and this includes myself, because like I say, when I talk about situations, I might joke, but I'm not. If I don't know all the information, I'm not going to sit up here and give you no serious opinion. Because how can I? How can I come up here and tell you, oh, they need to lock Chris Brown away and throw away the key because he's this, he's that, he's that, he's this, or they need to put Rihanna like you? I can't say none of that because I don't know. Now, if I joke about it, then that's one thing. Obviously, I'm not being for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell, at least I would hope that you're able to differentiate when I'm being for real and when I'm not. But the thing about it is this. For these people who keep getting on the screen and, oh, honey, and they're for real. It's not like it's a joke. If you just being a joke, like, for instance, when I call them hash browns, you know what I'm saying? Please. Like I said, really, I don't care. First of all, when the whole situation broke, I really don't give a damn. I'm not a Chris Brown fan. I'm not a Rihanna fan. I mean, both of them got songs that I can jam out on. You know what I'm saying? Stank on it. Both of these motherfuckers I'm in cussing rehab. My mama said, "Why can you please stop cussing so much?" So I'm going to work on it. I'm working on it. But, ooh, girl, went down the wrong pipe. Just had me some, Crystal Light. And, girl, that thing make your mouth juicy as hell. Ooh, all type of little salvations going on. But anyway, so yeah, but the thing that gets on my nerves is how people want to come up here. Oh, if you want to, clicking on the little camera. Oh, I don't need no more information. Once, I knew that she got beat up, then that's just all she wrote. I don't need to hear nothing else. And then other people, oh yes, men should never, under no circumstance, hit up on no woman. If you want to fight somebody, go find a man to go fight. First of all, that is dumb as hell. First of all, listen to what you're saying. If I have, first of all, again, I'm not condoning violence, period. It's wrong, period. Stop making it seem like it's worse if it's a woman or if it's a man. It's bad either way you look at the spectrum. But saying as though you want to get into that situation, let's look at what you just said. If you want to fight somebody, go find a man to fight. So, I'm a man. So, if you mad at your girlfriend, you going to walk out the door, and because I'm the first man you see, you going to beat up on me? That makes it better? Does that make it better? Okay, so you said go find a man. You never said find a man you got a problem with. You said if you want to fight a woman, don't. Go find a man to fight. So if I just happen to be crossing the street and I'm the first man you see, you going to just beat up on me? You going to just beat up on me? And if you want to talk about men being stronger than women, all men are not equal either. You know what I'm saying? Who you think will win a fight between me and Muhammad Ali in his prime? How you think that would work out? Would that be a fair fight? Would it be better just because I'm a man and have a penis? Does that make it right? I mean, so just because it's a man on man, does that make it any better? Because 9 times out of 10 from the fights that I've seen, it's always unbalanced. You always got a person who's bigger and a person who's smaller. I rarely see it where it's people who are the exact same matchup. Both of them is 6'2". Both of them weigh 130 pounds. I mean, not 100, excuse me, 230 pounds. Girl, please, if that's the case, girl, you need to eat something. But I'm just saying, normally it's never really matched up. And the thing that I hate the most, give women more credit. Women are not weak. Women are not weak. What is this? What world are we living in? I thought we made some progress. Apparently we have not. Everybody want to come out the woodwork. Well, biologically or by nature, men are stronger than women. Says who? Let me tell you something. The only women who really get beat up are the women who can't fight and or don't want to fight. Same thing with men. The only men who get beat up are the men who can't fight or don't really want to fight. And even if you can fight and you get beat up, I guarantee you he won't do it again if you fight back. Can you imagine Layla Ali getting beat up by her husband? I bet you he wouldn't even try it. He ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. The only women who get beat up on for the most part are the ones who don't want to fight or the ones who can't fight. Okay? So opposed to trying to tell her, so if you're going to sit up here and say anything, then just say, don't fight. But to come up here and be, oh no, he shouldn't be putting his hands on a woman because that's wrong and she can't fight and she weak. That just annoys me because women are not weak. I've seen many times where a woman beat up a man where he was trying to fight. It wasn't like, I don't want to hit you because you're a woman. He was trying to fight, but he just got his ass whooped. And if you want to talk about what's by nature, look at nature. Most of the times with lions, who goes hunting? Who gets the food? That takes strength. That takes strength. And in nature, most of the times it's always the women who do the hard labor. So women are not weak. That's just a thing that's something that was placed in our brains centuries ago. Women are weak, so that they can keep women in their place as second-rate citizens. That's all that was about. And because it's been so many, the conditioning, in today's time, we still believe that. Oh, we're weaker than men, so we just, girl, please, get out of my face with all that. And another thing, the people, let me tell you something. When I speak, I give my own opinion on how I feel. But I don't ever say, you should never do this, you should never do that, you know what I'm saying? Unless it affects me personally. If it's just something that I'm speaking on, then I'll just give my opinion on, like, I don't think that you should do that. But, you know what I'm saying, it's you gonna do what you want to do. But I don't come over here judging people like, ew, bitch, you nasty. Because I do things that other people don't agree with as well. But the thing that cracks me up is when people get on this thing and are so judgmental. Now, when something happened to you and you need people to understand your case, you're going to want everyone to try to understand. Okay? Understand that we're all human and we all do make mistakes. Some of those mistakes are redeemable. Some of them might not be redeemable. But at the same time, give everybody their fair chance to voice the situation. Don't just jump on the bandwagon talking about, oh, it's wrong and they need to lock you up and I don't need to hear no more facts. Now let it have been you and something happened where maybe a murder happened and they thought you was the person. And maybe all the facts on paper look like you did it. But in reality, maybe you didn't do it. Do you want people to say, oh, lock away the key because I heard all I need to know? Or are you going to want your day in court like everybody else? And are you going to want what you call them people when you get a little envelope, what do you call, I can't even think of the people, jurors? You're going to want them to understand you and what you're going through. And have an open mind about the situation. Not come here like, oh, I already got my mind made up. That's so ignorant. And half the time, the people who scream the loudest about, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, be the people who do it themselves. Oh, you shouldn't. If you want to fight a woman, don't do it. Fight a man. I bet you, see, people like that be the ones who be the ones. Like, for me, I voice my opinions and I'm honest about how I feel. Because I'm not going to be no hypocrite and say, oh, you should never beat up on no woman. And then a woman end up punching me in my head and kick me in my stomach. And then I end up whooping her ass. Because now I'm a hypocrite. Like I said, I don't like violence, period. I don't want to fight no woman or no man. But if push come to shove, I have to defend myself. But I'm not going to be the one to sit up here and say something, oh, if a woman puts her hands on me, oh no, I'm not going to fight her. What I'm going to do is bottle up my anger and go find a man to fight. That's so ignorant. That is so ignorant and primitive. Honey, grow up. Upgrade, honey. Upgrade like Beyonce. It's time for the update and the upgrade, bitch. On that note, I think I spoke my piece. And again, I'm not giving no details on Rihanna and what did I just say? Rihanna. I don't know what I just said. Rihanna. I ain't giving no details about how I felt on Rihanna and Chris Brown until further details come out of their mouths. I'm through hearing about the mama and the uncle and the auntie because that's like playing telephone. By the time it gets back to us, it's a whole other story. So on that note, good day.